Hello, hello. How are you? I'm back here in this platform. How have you been all? Let me see if I catch you guys in a great time. How are you? Hey, so you can hear me? Okay, perfect. So in here I am. How come to reworking the old patterns? Do you wanna heard about that? Let's do that together if it was a psychoanalysis sessions. Okay, because I wanted to share with you in the long-term long-term therapy process what could happen. Indra Itaú, where are you from? De onde você é? Do Brasil? Tudo bem, Indre? Hello, hello. So we're here in this platform. How are you? So the classical psychanalysis, ok? I want to share with you guys so you can understand the process. Eu tô falando de psicanálise. Tô falando de psicanálise, tudo bem? E psicodinâmica, ok? Bob, how are you? How have you been? I'm talking about psychodynamic and psychanalysis, okay? There are kinds of therapies. How have you been? In here, it's a free therapy session, okay? So how is life going, Bob, Ellie? How is everything going? I want to explain a little. I'm here in two cameras for everyone that have questions about psychoanalysis. We can do a live together. How are you, Kelly? Questions about psychoanalysis. What is that? Which kind of therapy is that? How come my life can improve it into having, the long term of having therapy, right? So sharing things like that, I understand that there are questions that the audience is asking me. So for this reason, I'm here to share, okay? So I study case, I want to share a study case, but also I want to know which city are you from, Bobby, Ellie, Kayla, Indra, which city are you from? Indra, qual é a cidade que você tá? Qual é a cidade que você tá? Tudo bem? Tudo bem? Keys, how are you? How have you been? So in here is a psychotherapy session. I'm in two platforms, so I am in two cameras. How have you been? How is family going? So the idea is I share with you guys about one study case. Is about a patient client, okay? So how have you been? Which city are you? Which country are you? I'm United States, California, okay? But anywhere I am, right? Because you can find me email daniela.phd.psychology@gmail.com. This is a good email. The WhatsApp for contact information, share your story, it's +1 United States, right? 424-333-6851. So how are you? So how is life? Sela, what are you doing right now? Which city are you? Are you a girl? Are you a boy? Share a little about you so I can answer your question. Okay? So what is the idea of the classical psychoanalysis? Okay, going to the therapy, right, Hunter? And the idea is commitment for months, 6 months, a year, okay? Minimum 6 months. So I want to change my life. I want to make that improvement. I want to deal. Sometimes it's most of the time you come with something that is annoying you, worrying. You know that there are a family dynamic that it's not aligned, you know your workplace you are unhappy. So share this live with someone that you know it's in here and needs therapy, because the clients they come and they say, you know what, who needs therapy? It's my wife, my husband, he needs therapy so bad, my daughter, she needs therapy. My expertise is also with mom daughter relationships. Okay, so I was a kind of sick lately. I had iron deficiency. I'm here sharing something with you guys, and I was feeling my body extremely weak. I thought it was something worse, but no, everything is well now. Having my diet right, balanced, um, uh, my food, I feed myself, okay, health, right, fruits, veggies, because sometimes you can feel symptoms of depressed and anxiety, heartbeat, okay, any kind of arrhythmia, because you are not wealth, okay, wealth enough, you're not eating enough, you're not drinking water. I'm not talking about sweetened juice, sweetened drinks, no, okay, beverages. I'm talking about water, pure. I'm showing here for you. This is my bottle of pure water, right? So here in California, we have a really good quality water. How about you guys? So this is the psychoanalysis I want to share with you. So the commitment, right? I was sharing about the commitment, the long-term process. After some face-to-face sessions with the analyst, that it's me, the therapist, the psychologist, right? I have all those degrees and a license. My practice is in here in South California. I just got my PhD. But, so yes, you can call me doctor, right? Doc, also call me Daniela. That's it. Here it's about you, right? It's about how you express yourself. You can talk about anything. It's the safest place to be. There are no judgments. Everyone is included, okay? So you can talk about that relative, that boss that you are mad with. When you feel unjustified, when you feel excluded, rejected. The another day, I can share here one little story that is so cute. It's about my niece, little niece. She is 6.5. She and I have a nephew, 6.5. And well, she is a kind of hyper. She is very active little girl, high intelligent, and her mom took her to the psychologist, right? So her mom thought she was going to share something else, things from the school, whatever. No, she started very spontaneous, sharing that her father was picking up her coins, all right? He a kind of, let's say, for her little brain, it's he took my money. He stole my money from my pig. And so it's very interesting story, because that happened 2 years ago. Can you imagine, for a 6.5-year-old girl, 2 years ago, it's a lot. It's almost it's a third of her age, right? And she still remember that. And so when they got home, her father said, no, wait, Bianca, I exchanged the coins, but I gave you bills that they're worth more than the coins, the money you have, because in that moment I need some coins. But for her, it was very important, her coins, right? Doesn't matter the value, how much worth. So this is a real example. What the person, so the little one, she was talking to the psychologist about something. That psychologist is included in her health plan, so it's part of the package. So her mom said, okay, it's a safe place to go. But her mom was shocked that she could remember that. Can you imagine how many things we have hidden, subconscious, things that we want to share, we want to scream, yell about? And yes, therapy session, it's a place to talk about loud. You can talk slowly, you can cry. You should do share your emotions. You can be confident or you can be weak. Hey, I felt so weak. But after the session, you become stronger, okay? You deal better with the challenge because life is about to have challenge, right? Then Junaid, Nayan, Mondo, here it's psychology session. Tell me something. Can you see me well? Can you see all those colors? I'm here because I have the sun, beautiful sunlight exactly behind me. But tomorrow I'll do the live because I love this platform. A lot of people come by and share stories. Amazing. So I'm sharing about what? It's about what? It's about psychodynamic therapy and psychoanalysis, okay? Who is sharing here the message? Let me see if I can read. Excuse me, I'm new in this platform. I'm not sure how come I can read the messages. Okay, I got a few messages. How come I read the messages? If guys, please help me. Where should I go to read the messages? Okay. Please give me a like, give me a heart. Who you think needs therapy? Share with me. Your mom, your father, your boss, your sister, your brother, your roommate, your neighbor, your husband. Carlinhos, como você tá? Você é do Brasil? Você entende algo de inglês? How are you? I think like this will be better, huh? Now you can see me better? Makes sense. Now it's much better, makes sense. Okay. So how are you? How is everyone? How come I can read the messages? I have so many messages, but I cannot read them. How come can I read them? Someone is texting me all the time, right? Interact. How are you? Give me a heart. Give me a heart. Okay. Lightning. What will do the first if you won the lottery? This is a question. Discuss with your viewers. So I'm asking you, what you'll do if you win the lottery? If you win an inheritance, a lot of money, tons of money, are you going to buy love with all that money? Can you buy love with all that money? What would you do first if you won the lottery? Would you buy love? Would you buy respect? Would you help who? This is the question for you guys. Help someone, the poor people, the starved people, the homeless, the kids. Give some education for people that they have no opportunities. Tell me about you. Support some community that you think needs help. Where are you from in here? So this is the question. I don't know why this question was here, but someone want to share that, right? A poll. So please give me a like and ask questions. DM me so I can read you on live, okay? Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Kayla, Shane. I like those Russian names. Beautiful. Enorup. Lisa Garcia. Thank you very much. Thank you for your like. So who needs help? So let me share in here. So I was talking about the clients lie on a couch, or you can sit on a chair. You can be laying in your bed if you do you can do just a phone call therapy, or online, okay, with the video, the Zoom. I will record some of our sessions to see the progress. So I ask for the authorization, okay? The Zoom always, you have to authorize that. So I was sharing here what you can share in the session, right? So Engage in free association, like right now. What do you need right now? It's a house, it's a car, it's a new job. What do you want from that partner that you are live with him? Do you want him ask you to marry you? Or you want to say to your partner that you are not ready to marry yet? This has happened to you ladies. I want to tell him I'm not yet ready to, I'm not sure he is a provider. I have so many doubts. I don't know why me and my mom. So let me share here something else with a patient, okay? His brother is lying. It's really in a sick condition, ill at the hospital. And he was calling me yesterday. He needs to talk, but he could not because he is in that make decisions at the hospital. It's a life or death decision, right? Life and the decision about his case. So he needed that extra support to talk. So because he was at the hospital, we are texting, okay? So between sessions, you are free to text me, okay, in my WhatsApp. Send me a voice message, 1 minute, to share what's going on. How can I support you, okay? Be in touch. So it's not all about just the session, but I give extra support. Also, family constellation. Did you ever heard about that? It's a family scheme therapy that we substitute. I want to share in here because I have the something else I want to share with you guys. Can you hear me? Can I go somewhere and bring the toys? Because I like to show you in the practical way what that means, right? The family dynamic, the scheme, and who it's included and who excluded, right? Amanda, Alexi, Labor, you were here yesterday. Are you French? Are you from Canada? Shen? Okay. And try to say whatever comes into your mind, okay? It's like my little niece, without self-censorship. There are no one controlling what we're going to talk into the session. So in here, it's a safe place to share. Please share, DM me, ask for my email, and I will make a comment. I will answer, I will help you guys as much as I can. Okay, in this free place, free room to be, free couch, all right? Let's call like that. So that is, so you try to say whatever comes into your mind. So for this reason, Danny Bakarova, I may tell you, say anything that come into your life, in your mind. Did you work out today? Did you have breakfast, lunch, dinner? Where are you? Which city are you guys? This is a therapy. How come can I have the topic of the live in here? The topic. Okay, comments. I think I can read the comments in here. Therapy. Therapist. Oh, I can have the comment. Okay. Therapist. Okay. So I cannot unlock yet the comment, not yet, but in 4 days I'll do that, I think, because I'm new in this platform. Okay, so they allowed me, I think, in 3 days, 4 days. So how are you? All right, how have you been? How truly are you today? So what the analysts do, there are any kind of rule. It's a free association, and it's the rule is respect to the analyst, and I respect, and there are no judgments, my patient client. Okay. You can share what? Report your feelings, your emotions, your experience, your expectations, your associations, your memories, your fantasies. You can share anything. So there are this psychosexual analysis that it is the principle of psychoanalysis behind there with Freud. Okay, did you ever heard about Freud? Share with me, guys. If you ever heard, but you don't know exactly what's that going on. All right, he is. So you start to have a unique experience with your analysts, okay, with your therapist. It's a unique and safe experience. So you have any idea, any plan you want to share about your money problems, struggling with eating disorders. I eat very much. I starve myself a lot. I think I'm still fat, right? So there are nothing that you express is not irresponsible, is not scandalous, is not political incorrect, selfish, or infantile. You are talking to the person that you can trust most. It's not infantile. Share that I still hate my little brother, right? Because he was hiding my toys. Or he broke my toys, so it's not, you don't have to be ashamed of. Oh my gosh, I hate my mom because she was hiding food from me because I was a little chubby as a child. I was eating a lot and she was hiding food from me. She was criticizing me. There are nothing that I did right. One client of mine, patient, he had to release all that pain and suffering he had because his mom, he was always leaving the bed done, but for him wasn't enough. So his mom never appreciated anything have done in life, and now he is 50s and he could not find the right person yet, but well, soon, right? So I have here some notes, therapists, we have our notes. I want to share with you so about the psychosocial. For this reason, I may tell you, there are no, nothing it's wrong, right? You have certain political ideas, but you can become vulnerable in the session, but stronger after the session. You have to open up and trust your therapist, right? For this reason, the safe place to be. So Daniela, but you call psychologists, therapists, analysts, right? Yes, I call because I don't know which country are you guys. There are certain countries that in one way, in another way. There are certain boundaries. I know people that they don't like psychologists, but they share a lot with when I say I am a psychologist. Oh no, I don't like. I think psychologists, they need. I heard that before. I think psychologists, they need help also. Of course, I do have my own psychologist, therapist. I go every week, right? I talk to him every week. And it was my choice that he was a man. But I had the psychologist that another one, she is a female. So it was stages of my life that I need change the kind of approach, and I made a decision. So I changed the expertise. Okay, the psychodynamic. Who in here ever heard about the cognitive behavior therapy? How can I change the way I have a patient client? I love to talk about uh, um, the males patients, because when they are the ones that they avoid therapy, but when they come into when they see the improvements, they say, I cannot believe it. Oh, that changed in my life, right? About open up. So the cognitive behavior therapy, the way that you talk to a female, did you ever heard about that you have been too rude? Because men, they have to control the fury, right? Then disappointed men, they got frustrated really fast. It's even more difficult for men deal with them frustrations than for females. Okay, so I like to share about the females case that I have. Now he is expressing himself. He is a kind of, seems he is generous with money, but he talks about money all the time. He is so successful. He can provide for his girlfriend. Thank you so much for the hearts, for the stars. Thank you so much. So he can provide for his girlfriend, and she has a daughter. So he is the stepfather, and he is raising her daughter for 10 years. So he is the father figure actually, but he talks about money all the time. And another day, in the first session, he mentioned that he wants to save with the health insurance. He don't want to spend that much in health insurance with the girlfriend that they are engaged and her daughter. Look at that. But he bought a house for them to live that worth $2 million, and he is no longer in debt, so there are no mortgage, it's all paid. So look at that, look at how you compare something like that. The girlfriend, well, fiancé, wife to be, she was looking for someone that could provide and to have a good relationship. But when he became extremely controlling money in different situations, because it's the sense that the money, it is a scarcity, right? So for him, he has the sense that he doesn't have enough money, even that he is living a great condition of lifestyle. Look at that. I know in here there are different platforms. In here there are one, right? In YouTube there are another kind of different people that come into the sessions. But look at that, look at how different a person can see things, right? And some people will say, well, for this reason he is rich, right? Because he save, okay, in other ways. But you cannot save with food, a place to live, right? Have to be a safe place, and health insurance or whatever the family needs, right? So now he asked me for help. I said, well, of course, first I have the notes, and it's not like the first session. I already mentioned that I see the behaviors and how he is acting, and I saw many different signs, many different, right? And he brought up the topic. It's very interesting. After 2 months of coming to the sessions, he shared his thoughts. He said, you know what, I think because I think women, they cannot trust me. He shared that since his first wife, because he had the first wife. And I said, really, why you think that? And one of the reasons, well, he didn't understood that at first, but I shared, I can interfere. I'm not the kind of therapist that only listen. I have to listen first, because how come I know the story, right? So who is in here? Yana, Cassandra. I love this name, Cassandra, very strong. Siddiqui, how are you? Nice name. Freaking Grooks. Sweet Fee, Drake. How are you, Drake? Avan Munoz, let me share here female stories with you guys. Danny Rizzo. Who else? Someone in here. Ananda, how are you? So, okay, so let me. So, So the analyst, me, the therapist, the psychologist, can express I'm free to self-express myself. So this is when I interfere with the questions. Okay, the questions you grounded, right? There are certain there are one case, it's a female case, and she said, you know what, I'm crazy about her son, because her son, she thought her problems was everything about her son, only her son, right? And she said, you know what, that was too crazy for me. My son was thinking he was going to marry Lady Gaga. This is a real story, okay, guys? This is not from my, no, those they are real cases. And she said, I'm about to get crazy because that is too much for me. So that when she made a decision. And so I started asking questions about her relationship when she got divorced with the father, the son's father. He is no longer a kid, he is his 30s. He's a growth person, the son. But the patient, she is the patient, and she is 60, right? And she said, I don't know where all that started. My son, he started to have certain recreational drugs, right? And so she starts sharing. I don't know why all that happened. I'm so glad that he is no longer living in California. So she starts sharing things like that. So because first she started complaining about the state, right? California, many things there, recreational things, whatever it is, right? It's, you consider a kind of free. It's a California lifestyle, right? I live in California, so I like it, right? But not everything that it's legal, it's good for you, right? I always keep this idea. So she was thinking the whole problem, it was only about her son, right? Her son comes with his fantasies. It's very interesting because when she started healing her old fantasies that she had borrowed, and where all that started, her first marriage, the fantasy she was going to live this or that and travel the world, and the fantasy that she had about no longer have a child, that she said, well, if I didn't have a child, I never will have all those problems. Look at those, they're fantasies, because the reality is she has a son. Sorry, in her case she has a son. So she has a son, and her son is an adult, and he cannot make his own yet, like financially. He is back living with her, but for now it's good. I see like good, because he was mentally distracted, right? I never call, oh, this is about mental health. Oh yes, it's about mental health if her son, but where all that story. So I asked her, you must to engage, instead of judge your son, engage with him why he think he is going to marry Lady Gaga. That could all started because recreational drugs that he had, and he started fantasizing about that. But also could start like with a text message from someone. So whatever. So you know how all that started in his son mind. It was things that ayahuasca, he was using ayahuasca, very dangerous thing actually, right? You can become vegan without having the ayahuasca drink. Okay guys, this is a serious stuff. I see a lot of post-traumatic after ayahuasca. Okay, there are a lot of abuse and those kind they call therapies. It's not a therapy. Okay, therapy is you talk, you are in a safe place, you are not undressed, naked, in bikini, drinking and become drugged. Okay, this is not therapy. Okay, this is for you to ground it. I could make millions of dollars selling different kind of drinks and whatever it is, and I know colleagues of mine, they are doing that and they become millionaires with that. No, in here it's I take serious mental health, okay? It's serious, and it's about grounded and find cope for anything that you're suffering, right? So when she started to understand her son, engage in a conversation with her son and understand what he has to share instead of judge him, the son start to make better decisions. Is that interesting? And let's talk about her. She had a lot of fantasies when she was a teenager, still now that she's in her 60s. She has so many fantasies. Like one day she had the fantasy, I can share because I'm not sharing her name, right? Of course, I keep the privacy, but she has fantasies like, you know what? One day I will disappear. One day I will be in a coffee shop and I will have a dog. She doesn't have a dog, but she had this fantasy that will be fun to have a dog and call the dog Popcorn, something like that. And that's it. She doesn't have any responsibilities. Who in here ever thought about that? Look, in this platform, the Anot today, I had almost 600 people listen me. Okay? Yeah, this is psychodynamic therapy and psychoanalysis, right? So, everybody has a fantasy, right? Of fantasies. So it's but these fantasies, they don't have to become reality, because if you are never ever born, if you never been married, if you never been divorced, if you never been having that work or change from another city or never changed, so you have no roots, you have nothing, right? You have no experience, you're living online, that's it. You know what it means? So you need all to have to ground it in the processing here. It's a safe place to me to be here in the social media, because my life is not in social media, but I can dedicate for this project because for me, I know I care about mental health, and I know how much people here needs that, are asking me for that, right? So what else? How come the therapeutic neutralize what? Any kind of attack, a panic attack. You can have a panic attack on the session. It's a safe place to be. I know how to have you, even that is online. Okay? What else? So yes, your dreams, they are included, they are important, okay? Your dreams, they are important. You share with me. I have one patient, I'm sharing here right now about his nightmare. It's really serious. He was having those he is in his late 30s. He was having this nightmare over and over that he was about a kind of pushing his mother and fight, arguing loud with his father. And why? Hello, how are you? Kamia, how are you? Kamia is staying here. This is therapy, okay? So he has this, this is very interesting, nightmare. And he was, oh my gosh, calling me, and he said, I cannot believe I'm having this nightmare for over 2 months, almost every night. And guess what? This nightmare is very important. He comes from a really traditional family. They sell jewelry and they sell expensive stuff, right? And he has his older brother. His older brother had no job right now and was about to go back to where? Go back to work with his parents. So he is afraid that the brother that is the oldest, so there are a hierarchy in the family. So the oldest, it is the oldest, okay? If there are business, a family business, He is the first after his father, okay, the father figure or the parents, okay, there are hierarchies. So when you respect the hierarchy of your family, things go better, okay. You have to accept there are roles, and those roles they are even included in the Bible. I'll share that later more about that. So in here now you have to ask the continuation of this. So the nightmare was, we understood into the sessions, of course he has to understand, I understood like that, why he was having those nightmares, why he was so afraid to be replaced if he think he is better than his older brother, why he, as a good son that never thought bad, disagree with his mom, never thought, had arguments, fights with his father, why he was having those nightmares. Okay, so I'll continue this tomorrow. How about that? Is that good for you guys? Okay, let's do this tomorrow. So email me, please. And I received a really important email this morning about someone, Tehran Paul. How are you? This live it's recorder. Please watch because I'm sharing about the psychodynamic therapy and the psychoanalysis. So I'm sharing my role as a psychoanalyst, psychologist, and I'm sharing how safe, the safe space I have for you guys, right? As a client, as a patient. And here is a safe place. You know what, Tyrone? Here is a safe place to share something. Where are you from? Share with me. I see you're a guy, right? Okay. Let me share something really quick. The psychodynamic therapy, it's shortening and simplifying the length process of classical psychoanalysis, okay? So I'm sharing here. So the psychodynamic therapy remain alert to transference manifestations, exploring the meanings of clients' dreams. So for this reason, I tell you, in here it's important, your dreams, they make sense. The past dreams, the present dreams, okay? And yes, I offer interpretations when I interfere about the defenses and the resistance, like the same I was sharing with my patient, okay? Melanie Graff. Melanie, how are you? The same I was sharing about my patient case, okay? The importance he was giving for that, the nightmare is not the nightmare, is how afraid he was of his older brother replaced him in the family business, okay? You know, two people think about makes a lot of sense. So what the patient client is concerned and with unconscious material, right? The notes I'm having, okay? Some recorder, audio recorder, okay? So bye guys. I think I'll see you all tomorrow, Sunday. How about that? I have to do this often and often because I see how many people I can reach it. So have a great day. Bye.